match. So while we're watching this match, what should the viewers, what should I be looking for while I'm watching this matchup? Like you were saying, how Noroma, or no, Qudans deals with Noroma, or is it vice versa? Is it like what should us users, us students, be seeing? What should we be looking for?
Um, I would say like looking for reasons to looking for examples of why we move in the first place,
Okay.
right? Like why movement is important in Tekken. And I think there's three reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first one, induce whiffs, right?
Yep. Okay.
You want to actually create situations that make your opponent throw out an attack and then miss it.
Yep.
First reason. Second reason is to realign with your opponent.
Okay, that's a good one.
Right? Sidestep realign and forward dash realign. That's another reason for movement. So it's not really moving backwards, but it's actually moving forward.
Yep.
We always talk about backdashing, but it's also forward dash.
That's a very good point. Very good point.
Yeah, and then the third reason is feint.
Feints.
So
okay.
Using movement as an attack, right?
Yep.
So what that means is sort of like you're baiting out a reaction. So you probably heard that from like Eris's videos and stuff like that. And then the fourth reason is to create and maintain space. And this directly relates to the Jack matchup. Because when you're fighting against Jack, you want to stay at a range where his down forward 2 and his debugger is no longer a 50-50 mix-up.
Okay.
So you want to stay at a range where if you feel like a debugger is coming, you can duck confidently.
Okay.
And if he tries to do any mid launcher or anything like that, it's not going to reach. So yeah, the four reasons: induce whiffs, sidestep, realign, feint, and create/maintain.
Okay.
And I think this match against Qudans and Noroma is a great example of it.
Okay. So this one, it sounds like you were really focusing on how Qudans is spacing Noroma out. And especially, you made a really good point with the realign. I noticed that's, especially for a Mishima player, that's a very important skill set to have, because they have to do a big, what am I thinking of? A big kind of hole in a Mishima's gameplay as you sidestep left, right?
Yeah.
So once a Mishima player sees that, they should be able to adapt and add like an extra like wave dash or crouch dash to get that electric realigned, or like you were saying, like a forward dash or like a sidestep, or
things like that.
Okay. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know, if everyone wants to get right into the match, we can get right into the match here. I guess for anyone, if anyone's tuning in, if anyone's joining right before we start, this is going to be me and cutcc kind of analyzing how, specifically in this matchup, how Devil Jin is going to handle the Jack matchup. So obviously, Qudans is one of the best Devil Jin players in the world, if not the best Devil Jin player in the world. And Noroma, of course, coming from... This was after he won... What did he win? He won a really big tournament, right? And this is probably right after it. I forget what tournament it was. But Noroma was coming off some, like, a high horse. So he was really... I mean, this is grand final, so obviously he's a very strong Jack player.
Yeah.
Let's see. What
there
else?
was like a tournament in Asia, and then Noroma beat JDCR.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was the huge upset, because it was JDC... Yep, and then JDCR lost to a Jack player, which is kind of... You think about it, it's weird, because there's a whole meta where he plays... JDCR plays Jack so much, right? Because he has Saint as a training partner. But there's that issue where I wonder if he played his Jack so much that he got so used to his Jack that he wasn't prepared for other high-level Jack players, right?
Yeah, actually, you're right on the mark there because there was an interview with Noroma,
Yep.
and he said that specifically, like when he was going against JDCR, the thing that was going through his mind was, I'm gonna try to play the exact opposite of how Saint plays Jack.
Yep. Yep.
So he was doing really weird things, like he would be blocking something low from JDCR, and then it would be like a pseudo punish. He would do like 4 crouch 1+2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And his rhythm was like so weird. It was like the total opposite of Saint's playstyle.
Yeah, that must.
But,
yeah, that's true. Because I wonder if did he like going through other players, did he play similar to Saint before? Because I know Saint obviously is Noroma I'm sure has his own play style, but I know specifically for the JDCR matchup, it must have been hard to almost switch your character completely,
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess on some level, all Jack players kind of play alike because Jack is so strong in that sense. He has such long-reaching limbs and like safe lows that how come you wouldn't want to play him differently? Like
right.
Because
Yeah, he has the
jackhammer.
Strong, yep.
4-1, things like that.
You'd think that with an empty stage, Jack would have the advantage, but let's see how. All right, let's get right into it. Let's see how Qudans deals with it.
Yeah, because the best way to counteract someone with good movement, right, is have good movement yourself.
Yeah, even better movement. Yep.
So you're constantly canceling each other out.
Okay, so it looks like Naroma's really starting with that's a good punish from Qudans.
Minus 13.
So this, okay, so it looks like he honestly just, I could rewind the round after, hold on, let me pause it there. So it looked like it all started from, I think I might have went a little bit too far back, now we get a buffer. It started all from Deviljin's up forward 4, right? So right, he got the punish, and then you got this right here. And then once he got that hard knockdown, even from the wall rising 2-3, once he got that knockdown, it looks like he exploded and he made sure he stayed on Jack the whole match, or this round at least. Look at that, and the double wave dash.
Yeah, this round is just like a steamroll.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see what happens next round.
Also, you know what I was thinking about this too, is that up forward 4 was really smart because I don't know about the previous games. Oh, it looks like Noroma has 1 game up on Qudans, even in the losers. Is it Qudans? Quans? What's his? Is it Qudans? Qudans? I don't know.
I like Qudans.
Qudans? Like croutons, but Qudans.
Yep, just like that.
But back on the match, Noroma started a lot with his down back 1s, right, or even full crouch 1s, and it looked like Qudans really he was able to almost see that, and he was like, I'm gonna do my up forward 4 just because it low crushes and it gets the hard knock. I mean, right after that, he was like right on him like ASAP. Yeah. ASAP. All right, let's continue with this round here.
Because if I'm playing a character that's not Deviljin, like, what do I have against that?
Yeah.
I have to low parry.
Yep.
I have to hop kick, which is kind of unsafe.
Did you see that whiff punish though? That was crazy. Electric whiff punish. Oh, and there's that realign that you're talking about.
Yep.
Looking for that opening here. He tried to chuck him in the air.
Good throw breaking. And
yeah.
Yeah, personally, when I play against Jack, I like to stay around that range, like around 2 character backdashes.
2 character backdashes, okay.
Or maybe even a little bit farther, because that's the max range of Jack's debugger.
Okay, 2 character backdash.
But Noroma, he probably doesn't use that move too much.
Yeah.
But a lot of low-level Jack players, they love that move.
Yeah, so that was a good round from Noroma. At that point, he was just playing footsies and just starting to... There's that debugger. Yep. Forward 1. Ooh, good block. Naroma's defense is really strong right now. Ooh! Yep, good read there. Ooh, yep, good punish. Yeah, Noroma definitely plays a lot different than Saint. He's playing a lot more like riskier.
extend the lead.
with that. It was that full crouch, that like weird dash up full crouch one.
And that move is safe on block too. So another reason for Devil Jin to use up forward 4.
Yep, right there, right there. He crushed it, and then he gets, yep, so that was a good, yeah, so I haven't really seen a counter for the jackhammer. Yeah, it looks like he's getting, yep, gets plant the seeds. And then here we go, good punish there. So that was smart because, oh, he dropped it though, let's see. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, he was trying to fish for, well, I want to watch that round again. So it was like, so this was, he punished, I forgot what he punished there. That was a good note to punish. Down forward, so that's minus 15, I think.
Minus 14.
14.
Yeah. So if Devil Jin wanted to launch, he would have to do a perfect electric.
Yeah.
So in clutch moments, back 1-2 is a pretty good answer.
Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, and he had the block there, it looked like it. Like, it looked like Noroma, I mean, not Noroma. Look at, he had the crouch. I don't know what he was going for, though. I wonder if he was trying to low parry. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the move that really, like, made JDCR lose.
Oh, yeah.
It's like such a slow, low that, I don't know. It just has that weird timing to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a really good game. So it looks like he's starting. So Noroma's definitely getting his groove, right? And then, I'm going to fast forward this. This is just stage select. Oh, another empty stage. So this honestly shouldn't be. That sucks for stage pick. Oh, drops the combo. Okay, so looks like Jack, as per usual, is getting away with a lot of the down back ones. But see, then there you go. There's the up forward 4s. Yeah, how many times did he do that? Yeah.
A bit more of an offensive up forward 4.
Yeah.
He's trying to establish his wave dash. He's trying to establish his hell sweep mix up.
Oh, yeah, look at it. Yeah, now he's really... Look at the pressure, just like... Oof. Man, that was... Bad whiff, but no whiff fun. Okay, so no electric, but he still got the upper. Oof, good low parry. So yeah, I think now Qudans is starting to figure out the patterns in Noroma, right?
You can eliminate down back 1 and other quick lows from Jack.
Yeah.
Starts to become an easier match for you.
I like it, you know, Qudans starting to sidestep, trying to circle his opponent here.
Yeah, and it looks like you were saying, like, Qudans is he's trying to get the like two character spaces away from Jack. And see, right when he gets a little bit closer, he gets debugged. So
because
it's
now
like
Noroma is trying to get a little close.
Yeah.
He's trying to make debugger a threat again.
Yeah, it does it again, right there, right on cue. And then the down forward 1, because I'm sure he was looking for a down back. Yeah.
Yeah, so against good Jack players, if you try to establish that space,
yep, they're gonna go in.
Yeah, they're gonna know to close it to like cancel it out again. But it's still a good thing to constantly do that because you're gonna make it harder for the Jack player.
Yeah, because if you keep moving back at that perfect range, you're gonna make him whiff a lot. Jeez, this is looking a little spooky for the boy. Whew. Yeah, and I don't really see how. So the I'm gonna pause it here. We got TKX Ghoul. We in class now? Yes, sir. We're learning about the Jack. Well, I guess specifically the Jack Devil Jin matchup, but specifically how Qudans deals with the Jack pressure. So we saw, I guess, to go over the adjustments, a lot of up forward 4s, right, to counter the down back 1 from Jack, to also as well get the wave dashes and the pressure of the crouch dash electrics or hell sweeps.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it's not that important to realign to your opponent because Jack can't sidestep anyway.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just Qudans doing Qudan thing.
And then you made a good point. You could talk about it. The two character spaces, why that's kind of important with the Jack matchup.
Yeah, staying at that range lets you duck more confidently.
Mm.
So it's sort of like an educated duck.
Okay.
Because you're calculating the risk of like, am I really gonna get hit by a mid at this range? The chances are more likely that he's gonna do a debug.
Okay. So you could almost look for the debug, and you kind of see the animation, or even like an animation look-alike, and you can then go and be like, oh, maybe that is a debugger, and then you could either, because I think debugger is what, minus 20 something. I think 20 minus 20 or more frames on block. So let's continue. Yeah, definitely, especially for Deviljin, you could probably do Well Rising too. Yeah, so this is tournament life for Qudans.
Oh wow, that's true. Yeah.
Oof, Yanni got... Noroma's defense has been really good.
Yeah, because like, see, he's sort of like doing those like twitch ducks.
Yeah,
he's trying to
which
mess up
one?
the timing of those down back ones.
Naroma?
Yeah,
Or-
because you just run down back once too much.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, he was looking for it, and then he did the down forward. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that.
Yeah, because when you're playing Tekken at this level, you gotta do everything in your power to like master.
Yeah. Yep.
Intentions. So that's why movement really like separates players from each other. You can really use it to like instill your own personality into it.
When I was gonna talk about, I'm gonna pause it. Oh, I guess the end of the round. So Jack's back two. I don't really see a lot of players using it, but Naroma's using it a lot in this matchup. Why is he using it in this matchup?
It's weird, yeah, because it is launch punishable by Deviljin.
Yeah.
Back
So
two.
do you know how minus it is?
At least minus. Wait, am I thinking about the right move?
The
Maybe
back
I'm
two,
thinking
it looks like,
forward.
it almost looks like it's the down back. I got my phone. Hold on, I could check frame data real quick.
Maybe back two is safe, but forward 1+2 is unsafe. Because I know there was a similar match, Jackie Tran versus Mingraya. It was also Jack versus Deviljin. And Jackie Tran did a wall splat move. Okay. So yeah, Masang's saying back two used to be safe back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna check frame data real quick. So check out, what is it? Nick's app. I was gonna give a shout out, and it can be charged. Yeah, I know it can be charged. That's what makes it safe. Let's see. So we have.
Because Jacks usually use those like big mids to wall splat or like
Yeah.
catch you ducking.
Wow. So it looks like back two on block is +5. Is that really it? No way.
Maybe full charge.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And what about forward 1+2?
That one I know is punishable. I think that's launch.
Okay, because they have the same animation.
No, I don't think so. The back two looks like the down back, the down back two where it's like the tukum. It's like that. So the forward 1+2 is that you're thinking of the forward 1+2 and like the full crouch down forward 1+2, which is kind of like that hug looking thing. That one I think is launch punishable. Let me see. I'm gonna just check that real quick. So just to, what is it? Forward. I think it's, or no. I'm thinking of forward 1+2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
1+2
kind of forward 1+2 is that like big one. Back to
it's like a very fast like.
Yeah.
It's like a very fast mid.
So let's see,
And
forward.
it knocks back on.
Yeah, I think that one is minus.
Yeah, that was the move I was initially thinking of when you were talking about back two, but so I guess back two is just a good move to throw out. It's just slow.
Crap. Yeah, so Gavin in the chat, or Bruh Smells, is saying back two isn't used as much due to the lack of range and it's pretty steppable. and really only used at wall or if you know your opponent is gonna chill, which I guess is kind of what I feel like Noroma might be using it, just to kind of keep that, like, especially when Qudans is applying a lot of pressure with his wave dash and his crouch dash. The back two probably just puts a kind of like a stop sign in front of him, right? It's +5, good at wall, steppable. And then I still didn't look up. My little brother's like, hey, yo, I want to stream. I want to stream tonight. So I was like, yo, stream after I'm damn done, family. We educating right now. I still got to look up the forward. Where is it? Up, forward. There's up, forwards, forwards. Where's my forward? Just like a normal forward. There's the back. Maybe it's up here, way at the top. Probably, yeah. So forward 1. Where the hell? Oh, there it is. That one, geez, that one's -19 to 18. So.
But yeah, the benefit of that is like that. I know that it wall splats.
Yeah, wall splats. I think the back two wall splats as well.
I think that one just like sort of like makes you fall backward, but like it doesn't wall splat.
Okay.
Because that would be too good.
Yeah.
Safe and wall splats.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. It still gives you a really good position though at the wall either way. But yeah, I want to try to find the move again because I want to see where the hell did it go. There it is. I wanted to see the startup. So the startup is 15 to 16 frames.
All right, so that's a block punisher right there too.
Yeah. No,
I cannot find that move.
So that one's the forward 1+2. Yo, what were you doing? So all right, so we got Hail Mary me in the chat. He's saying what we doing. So we're here. We're educating people, and so the goal of this is we have cutcc on the other end. And he gave me 3 tournament high-level matches, and we're kind of going through, and we're analyzing, and we're kind of taking apart specifically for this one, this is the Jack matchup, and Devil Jin, specifically like the Devil Jin, but we're also kind of seeing how Qudans adjusted to Noroma's Jack 7. So.
Yep. Because right now, if he doesn't adjust, he's gonna
lose. He's gonna lose the damn tournament.
So let's see what he does.
All right, let's see it.
I think he uses a lot of.
Yeah, this could be final round for Qudans. No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, look at the blue. So see, now that was the thing. That was, I think. Hold on, let me just see. That was still,
that was
yeah.
Like a read or something.
Yeah, that could have been a read because he was definitely like that was
pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Now, turning it up.
But let's see what happens after this.
Yeah.
Now he. Yep. Now he
Oh, there's the spacing. Yeah, so we spaced out. I'm just gonna rewind it there. So we spaced out, and I don't think it was a whiff punish because I think Noroma maybe could have blocked it there, but it was just since it was so spaced well, he was able to just kind of wave dash in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those back twos. And just electric in his face. That's a little bull. I mean, because if you have the electrics on lock, electrics are. What are they? They're plus. Are they plus like? They're at least. I know Jin's is +5, right?
Yeah, every single electric is +5 on block.
+5 on block.
And it has like a bit of high crushing. And Jack, he doesn't really have anything that's gonna really beat out an electric. His 2 jab is slower than most people's standard jab. So if Jack tries to come in with a high or something, that electric is a good keep out tool.
Yeah. Yeah, because even I've played as Jack and I've gotten counter hit from Steve when I was trying to do my down back 1. So I think even in some cases
Jack's down back 1 doesn't high crush.
I'm gonna pause it to explain. So I think it high crushes, but it takes a while to start up, right? So if you're able to,
that's fair.
Yeah, if you do because there's just the down back 1 from standing, and there's also the full crouch down back 1. Obviously, the full crouch is going to be a high crush just because you're crouching. But in the down back one's case, I think it takes a couple frames to crouch. So even with that, the electric could hit a down back one. Obviously, it's a pretty good choice for Jack just because it does leave in kind of a crouch state, and he also gets a low to stop the dashing in too. So definitely not a, because I've played Jack a little bit, so I know a little bit, but that's, I mean, but he's not really doing it as much anymore. Yeah, and there he spaced it right, but he just didn't react to it. Yeah, and there's the hell sweeps. Yeah, so it looks like Qudans, he's putting a lot more hell sweeps into it too.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that was just dash up.
Trying to get something started.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, he keeps getting debugged.
That would have been a good time to duck, because I think.
Yeah.
Down
Or which
forward 2,
time? The when he did the
time when
debug?
he hit that, yeah.
I think it was, when the hell was it? Well, I'll get to it somewhere.
Because I think that down forward 2, if Noroma did a down forward
Yeah.
2, it might have just whiffed. I don't know. Or if he did any other mid.
Yeah. Yeah, right, yeah, because he backdashed once because off of, I think it was like a trade there. Yeah, and then he whiffed. It was a good whiff punish right there. I think that was a whiff punish. Must have been. Yeah, that must have been.
Scooped him up.
That must have been a whiff punish. So yeah, so that was that range that you were talking. I couldn't even rewind it there. So like, we could, I want to kind of freeze frame it there. So like, this was kind of the 2 character thing that you were talking about, right? So you have, so if Jack dashed up maybe once or Devil Jin dashed up once, that'd be maybe a 1 character space. I think he's maybe at like 1.5, I'd say, right here. Yeah. But yeah, so what you were saying is this is a really good spot because as you can see, he completely whiffed the down forward 2. And then, as we can see here, just a wave dash in, and then bada bing, bada boom, you get the...
Yep. And like, what other mids can you think of that Jack has that can reach? I can only think of back 2.
Yeah, back 2, forward 1 plus 2, forward 1, but then of course that takes some startup.
Maybe. Yeah. So I guess Qudans not really stepping 4-4-1. So
Yeah,
I guess
it's difficult to step from what I've been told and what I've kind of experienced. It's really hard to step. You can do it, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely doing. Qudans is still doing a lot of the up forward 4s. Yeah, and he's dashing a lot more. So it's either, oh yeah, that was a good whiff punish on Noroma's part.
Yep.
But I'm gonna pause it there. So I think, what was I gonna say? I had something. So it looks like Qudans is either at that 2 so if he can't be in Noroma's face, he's at the 2 character spot. Right when he sees, like, when he gets like an up forward 4 or he gets like a knockdown, he like stays in Noroma's face because Jack, you know, I mean, for the most part, what does Jack have to deal with that close pressure? I mean, he has, I think his
Forward 2.
Forward 2 is 10 frames. Yeah, I think his
Like
normal
his,
2 is. What was that?
Like his forward 2 is like his get off me move.
Yeah.
And other than that, he doesn't. Yeah.
I don't think he has a 10 frame jab. I think his best one's his normal 2, which I think is 11 frame.
Yep.
All right, let me
Part
just.
of the reason why, it's so slow, so he can get like beat out by an electric.
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, the electric, especially at close range. I mean, that's the thing. But then, right when he does the electric, you also have to think. If he does the electric, that gives Jack the pushback, so that almost gives him about that character distance. But I mean, granted, you're Devil Jin, you're +5, right? So.
True.
Let me just look at the chat a little bit here. Let's see. I think most moves that crush, seek, or crouch crush, C crush have a starting period where where some are instant. Got Ghoul talking about his chicken fingers and French fries. Master Risk Taker. And then we got a Super Meat Boy thumbs. Okay, so were you gonna say something? I feel like I cut you off on the last one.
Nope. Let's continue.
All right. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. This is good.
Yep. This is pretty on point, man.
Oof, that's a bad whiff. Well, it's just unlucky. It wasn't really that bad. Oh, so that was okay. So this is kind of a good example of why. Look at how slow that startup was. That was the full crouch. So not only did he have to go for the full crouch there, what is it? He had to go for the full crouch, and then even just the startup, that must have been probably hovering around 20, like between 20 and 25 frames startup on that. And then what did Jin do? Devil Jin, was that just a down forward 2?
While standing 2.
While standing 2, so I wonder.
So it was pretty risky, but
Yeah.
he had a feeling that Jack was gonna come in, so he just wanted.
Yeah.
He just wanted to do it.
How minus is the while rising 2?
At least 14, I think.
No, okay, that's not bad.
Maybe launch punishable.
Yeah, I
But
think.
it's not something that. It's not something that you want to throw out.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't know what Qudans tried to do there, to be honest. That was a wave dash 1.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to make that into something else.
Yeah,
While standing 1.
maybe, yeah. That's that, yeah. The back 2 is getting a lot of. Oof. Back 4s. Back 4s are safe. This is a good. Back 4s and up forward 4s are really good. Got into the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this is what. I feel like this is what Qudans is going to have to start doing. Is he's going to have to start wave dashing and doing the hell sweep. Just take the risks. He's really good at it, obviously, but.
Yep. But there's always that risk he'll run into that down forward 2
Yeah.
from Jack.
Yep.
Oh, so he tried to like perfectly
Yeah.
punish that.
Oof. There it is. There's that while rising 2 again. Low. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
see,
a smart
like
one.
Tudang said in the chat, while standing 2
yeah.
is the mid mix-up
Yeah.
out of a wave dash. But like that's the thing, like Devil Jin has so many tools out of wave dash. That it's just, I guess it just depends on the player what you want to use.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like he said, even forward 2, that's, I think, more of a safer option. The,
Yeah, it's like
obviously,
safe.
the forward 2 is safe. The while rising 2, you can get a beefy punish. I think, does Devil Jin also have a while rising 1-2 as well, similar to Jin?
Yeah,
Okay, so.
That's like one of my favorite moves. for
Oh,
Devil
yeah?
Jin. While standing 1-2, because you can delay the second hit too.
Yeah, and then while standing 4 is also a good option. That's also pretty quick.
Yeah, he has so many tools. He can do wave dash into up forward 4 even.
Yeah, that's scary. Or you could even do the wave dash into his 3, and then even then that in itself is a mix up, because then you could do the mid or the low one.
Oh yeah. See, he has so many things. See, like Masong says in the chat, like me and him were talking about this the other day. Devil Jin is like Akuma. He has so many. He has so many like tools to complement
Yeah.
him, as opposed to like Kaz, who is sort of like Ryu.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
Heihachi is sort of like a Ken. But Devil Jin sort of like combines the.
He's
best
like the evil Ryu, right? He's got that damage in that. Yeah, the Akuma. Oh, that's true. Not Akuma in Tekken, but like Akuma as in like the Street Fighter world Akuma. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Traditional how Akuma is.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. And then let's see. And then Tudang's he's giving other stuff. Do a while standing 2 and hell sweep, but there's risk. Yeah, but it depends on how punishable is the while rising 2, while standing 2, while standing 2. I feel like if it's not minus 15, I feel the risk is pretty good to do it. You know, because like 14, only characters that could really punish it. I mean, of course, my boy Brian, but I don't know if there's. Yeah, you have to eventually take the risks. Yeah.
Devil Jin is minus 12.
Only minus 12 on rising 2? Yeah, and do that all damn game. I don't get. Do that all damn game. All
I could have
right.
sworn it was like pretty minus. So I
Yeah.
guess that's why it's an established mix-up. Hell sweep or while standing 2. Okay.
Okay, let's go in.
Everyone, these players are going out of control.
Yo, Markman's going wild, and Markman Tasty Steve on commentary. Hopefully, is everything good for the chat? Oh, that was what is it? What was that move? Is that just down forward 2?
Counter hit down forward 2.
Down, yeah, okay. similar to Jin's.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I missed the crouch there on the high. Good low, yeah.
This is a pretty close range battle. This round.
Yeah. So I think maybe Qudans is he's trying to mix up, like, see, now he's spacing it out. He's trying to really mix up the difference. Like, he goes in, then he goes out, and then he's like, he mixes up his game a lot just to kind of keep Noroma. Like, this is even 3 character spacing. Yeah, and then he wave dashes to get that 2 character spacing to break the space down. Yep, there's the forward, yeah. 1-1. Now he's just playing really safe and compact, yeah.
Now it's a lot of poking.
Yeah.
The second tournament match is all about poking.
Yeah.
This one is more like, I guess, spacing. 2 more. Qudans has to win 2 more.
All right, everybody, this is gonna be it. This is the last match of the day.
Damn, final match, fellas. Let's see. We're gonna look at the chat while this loads up. Forcing opponent to do something stupid. With punishes jabs all day. With electric? That's bold, bro. Can you do that? With punish a damn jab with an electric? I guess. Yeah, because it's weird.
It's pretty possible.
Yeah, because it's like in this game you don't really realize, because you think, like, especially for me when I'm playing like Brian and stuff, I'm like, oh, there's no way that's still punishable. But there's a lot. If something whiffs, there's so much recovery on the move. Even like a jab, it's like, you know, what is it, 0 on block, but it's like 10 frame startup, so it's probably a 10 frame. Oh, low parry, right? Okay, that was a good
Yeah, it's
risk.
hard to do the math, but like, the simple reason is like, when you whip something, your opponent is not in block stun.
Yeah. Yep.
And just for that reason alone, it makes it very dangerous to whiff.
Oof. Jeez, yeah. So he's starting to really blow up with the hell sweeps.
Yeah, and this is a pretty small stage too. This first
Yeah.
phase. So yeah, so spacing out Jack is not really. It's gonna be a little bit harder right now. So he's just going in.
Oof, what a whiff punt. I don't want to look at that again. So this was probably, it looked like he was at like that 1 character space. Like he was right out that range. Like he whiffed, look at how many things he whiffed. He whiffed I think 2 2s and a down forward 2. He just whiffed a down, or a 2 and then a down forward 2. So yeah, it looks like, because look at how many times he KBD'd. He like, and he was like, look at how he, like, it was almost like a damn mirror. Like he stayed pretty much with Noroma, and he just like damn copied him, and then he got out of the way right when Noroma hit him. He hit him once right there on the whiffed electric, and then it was like, all right, I'm gonna like, and this is what you were talking about before the match even started, is you were saying the point of movement was to make people whiff, right? So he got hit, and he was like, okay, I got hit, and now it's like, I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit again, 1, and then number 2, I'm gonna make sure that he whiffs it, so then, and then that's what happened. So I think Noroma was probably going for the read where, okay, I whiffed the 2, Qudans probably saw the 2, he's gonna try to go for a whiff punish, and then pop him up with the down forward 2, which that's what I would assume Noroma was thinking. And then Qudans was 2 steps ahead of him, right? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna make him whiff a big move, right? Which was this down forward 2 here. At least from what I'm getting from it. All right, let's get back into it, or not. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Hell sweep again. Yeah, so it looks like, and then right when Qudans starts doing his hell sweeps, that's gonna like, because that's always gonna be a thing in Noroma's head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now Qudans is probably just gonna play really safe. Like, look, he's not gonna press a button. Maybe just really safe stuff, like, yeah, jabs. Yep. And that's what I gotta start doing. Yo, they let the whole movie play out. Are you serious? That's godlike. I wonder if it's in tournament mode. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, true.
Yep.
The pressure. Who's gonna take you?
Oh wow, look at this pressure.
Oh, the twos.
It was a pretty close range.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's back to this.
If you're gonna break anything, break the mic.
Yeah, look at these. Oh my god, what did he even whiff there?
If you're gonna break anything, break the mic.
He whipped it, yeah. So there was that jab, like, so he must have been looking like he was probably just gonna keep blocking or getting hit until he was at the perfect whiff punish electric range, which is that right about there. That was right about. Let me do it again. It looked like he was right about. Nope.
Anything, break the mic.
Right there. So he was at about a character length. So that's the thing, is it looks like, yeah, see, so he's kind of wave dash in, but like I think he was probably just gonna go for an electric there. He looked pretty committed, but like that's that spacing you're talking about, the 1.5, the 2 character length. Now he's kind of playing it closer, which I think because he was playing so distanced before. I don't know how long he was playing that range game, but it looks like he noticed that Noroma's starting to fall for either like the hell sweeps or like that maybe about 1.5 character distance, which is probably why he was at it there and then went in for the electric. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What's your take?
My take is, I actually don't blame Noroma for doing that, because like,
Yeah.
if you're not gonna attack like that, then that means you're basically telling your opponent, hey, you're sending him an invitation that you can come in on me.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So eventually you're gonna have to take a risk and get whip punished.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing a game where like you're saying like, I don't ever want to get whip punished, and you're always looking like you're always playing defensively like that, then that means your opponent is gonna get the chance to like do like wave dash pressure and things like that.
Yeah, which is, I mean, for the most part, Noroma did a pretty good job at dealing with making sure Qudans doesn't just abuse wave dash on him.
Yeah, because he was throwing out those like 2 jabs to like float him out of wave dash 3. He was doing those keep out down forward 2s. But yeah, if you do it too much, then you start to get whip punish. So there has to be that balance
Yeah.
of when you just throw out attacks to keep them out, and when you just restrain yourself a little bit.
Yeah, and even then, it's like, you have to be, I mean, you pretty much have to be Qudans to whiff punish a 2 with this electric, right? You pretty much have to be, you know. But it looked like that was more of a read than a reaction, honestly.
Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Going for the damage here. Goes for the mid.
Yeah, now he's probably just gonna, oh, there it is. Yeah, he's done.
Twin Lancer, what's he gonna
Oof. That could have been that. I wonder if that was a hell sweep. Yeah. So I wonder. So he did. What did he even like sidewalk at the end there? Oh, okay. There. Yeah. So there you go. There's what Bud Smells was talking about. Yeah. And he just freaking, never mind even sidestep. He just sidewalked it. Was it sidewalk left? It looked like.
Twin Lancer, what's he gonna do? Low.
Oh my god.
And then if anyone wants my notes after, feel free to let me know. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Okay. Qudans popping off. That was a good match though.
And Qudans' first tournament win on the Tekken World Tour. That's true.
All right. So that concludes. All right. So give us a summary. Give us an overview, cutcc. Prof cutcc. Talk to me.
Summary. I guess I'll just go with what I have.
Yep.
I guess I'll just go over my talking points again. Yeah. So like the reason why these guys are so dangerous is that, number one, they whip punish you so well. Number two, they're always able to walk around you, right? To make you second guess the buttons that you throw out.
Yep.
And number three, they're always at annoying range that limits your option. Because like Tekken has so many moves, right? You go through every single person's move list.
Yep.
Like 100 moves each,
Yep.
150. But if you are able to play a range game, then you turn it into something manageable like Street Fighter. Where like a lot of those moves start to become mitigated or not even relevant and only a couple of moves that you can actually control and look out for. Those moves become important.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I never really thought of. I knew movement. See, the thing is I look at movement like it forces people to whiff, right? But that's also another good point of what you were saying is that movement makes people almost have to do certain moves, right? So it's
Yeah, because
like
like any other option is just it doesn't make sense to even do it.
yeah. Yeah, because
It's
like
almost like a risk reward type of
mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah, because even then, like you saw, even like the whiff punishes, or even if they weren't whiff punishes, there were still good spacing and reads from one character range. Forced Jack, as he noticed. Okay, he's pressing two a lot. He's pressing two a lot. Down back one. You could take the down back ones. He had a full bar of health. But it's like once he started seeing the twos over and over again, he's like, all right, I'm going to be about that character and a half space. And then I'm going to go in, punish it with an electric because it makes the two almost useless. And then at that point, Jack really only has maybe down forward one, maybe down back one would reach. Or the forward one, you'd have to get a dash, but obviously that's a slower startup. And then, so then at that point, the bigger moves, they're going to have a lot slower startup, like debugger and stuff like that, which then Qudans could just do. And then, as you saw, he started doing the up forward fours a lot, right? So then a lot of stuff that low crushes. But yeah, that's definitely a cool way to look at movement is that it only makes certain moves useful, so like, and then even in some matchups you can take it, because since we're talking about Jack, he's all about range, so you want to kind of control that space, but even if you move in on Jack like Qdance was doing as well, once you kind of realize, okay, now he's starting to realize my my distance, I'm gonna go in on him, and then that only makes moves like two, and you have to do like a lot quicker startup forward two, or even that's when you have to maybe start doing some kind of quicker crush moves, like maybe even one of Jack's shoulders or something, some like wonky stuff. But like, yeah, even moving in, it forces you to have almost a certain move set as well. So
True, yeah. And that's actually a good segue into this second match.
oh